Hello, Bigfoot enthusiast. Scott here from Squatch America.
And Hannah, domestic goddess in the paddy wagon and squirrel tender.
Squirrel tender. Oh, that's funny.
He was so enamored with what was going on the screen, watching the countdown on the YouTube screen over there, that he forgot to say, well, hello, Bigfoot enthusiast. That's my... Yeah. So, this is my life. This is my life, everyone.
Oh, great. Well, hey, Danny, you're the first one in the chat. We'll be talking about your stuff tonight. So, without further ado, let's
play the intro.
Play the intro and get into this.
You can't find the button.
I'm looking for the button. Boop. All right. So tonight we got a really big show.
Not a big shoe.
A really big shoe for you. So, tonight we're going to be talking about some of the stuff that
that y'all have brought to our attention.
Yep. Hi, John. Hi, Renee. Hi, Donna. Hi, everyone. Okay. So, do we get right into it, or do we got anything first?
Okay, so I just want to shamelessly plug HannahViolet.com. Renee earlier asked, I think yesterday, asked if she was subscribed to my newsletter. I haven't looked, but if you want to subscribe to my newsletter and get all sorts of tips and tricks about health, happiness, and hope, and watch me create an RV-friendly portable garden for veggies this summer, you want to subscribe to my mailing list and get all that wonderful, foofy life-affirming and enhancing stuff that this guy won't give you.
Yeah, all the woo stuff.
Woo. Gardening is not woo.
It is.
It is. Gardening is not woo. Anyway, HannahViolet.com. I think the link is in our description.
It is.
And besides, HannahViolet.com is the biggest sponsor of Squatch America. So we are.
There we are. So, anyway, so some of the stuff that you guys have sent us is... we've had John on, and John's in the chat, and we had John on about his Bigfoot footprint track, deer kill possibly find, and but tonight we're going to talk about something that Daniel said in right off the bat. This will be the first time here. We're going to get into this, but you want to... Here's what Daniel emailed us. Are you done playing Rush Limbaugh with you? There you go.
Okay. Circumference at break is 8 inches. Found entire skeleton and hide. Nothing else left. This was the only broken bone. Found in a ravine off a Forest Service road on a mountain. Part of the hide in the rear was a bit twisted like a wrung-out washcloth. The head was... I'm getting sick reading this. The head was almost severed from the hide and was kind of in a weird position, like it was cut off yet still attached by a small strip and turned upside down. What? Stephen King killed this thing?
Yeah.
To try to clarify, there was a large hole in the hide where the head used to sit, but the skull was on the inside of the hole with the horns so that the teeth were towards the inside of the hide, almost touching the non-hair side of the neck hole. Stephen King-ish, like some
yes, kind of
Langolier got to this thing.
Yes, kind of a gruesome thing. So what we're talking about is actually a cow bone, and this is what Danny found. He sent us the pictures of this cow bone, and this is a femur break on the rear leg, and what's really interesting about it is how it's broken. Cows break their legs. They fall in holes, they break their legs and stuff.
They're not too bright.
But
they trip a lot.
Well, there's badger holes and whatnot.
I trip in holes a lot too, so I can't really judge them.
I know. You can relate.
I can. I'm a freaking fainting goat.
But rarely do they break the femur. And to be honest with you, I looked it up, and with the circumference and thickness of the femur bone of a cow. It takes 4,000 newtons to break it. To break that down, that is roughly 875 pounds of pressure.
So what you're saying is a mere trip in a badger hole is probably not going to do it.
Well, it could. I'm saying it's not impossible, but it's not probable.
It's not impossible, but highly improbable.
Yeah. So if we look into, I got slides. Look at this. Here's the next one. Oh.
Ever since StreamYard updated their software, and now he can have an internal PowerPoint presentation.
Yes,
oh my
it's
gosh,
fantastic.
I don't excite him that much.
I know. It's crazy. So if we look at the way bones break, like this is a complex, or what they call a compound break. They have a complex compound and what's that other word they have there? Commuted?
Comminuted?
Yeah.
Is that where the communists break your
leg?
Yeah,
that's if a communist breaks your leg. Yep. There's a wedge.
Same, Renee. I trip over a painted line. In fact, I trip over an imaginary painted line.
So take a look at that again. Now, here's another list of breaks. Let's get us out of the way. There's a transverse.
Let me read these.
I can't.
Transverse. So if you go from left to right, transverse, linear. There's oblique. Do not put the cursor over what I'm reading. Oblique, non-displaced. Oblique, displaced. Oh, I can see the difference there. Spiral. Don't get me started on those. Green stick and communistic. No, commie. Pinko Creek commie.
Yeah, the commie.
It's the commie break.
The commie break. But if we go back and...
Is a green stick break what we often call like a hairline?
Yeah.
Oh, I've had those.
Yeah, so if we look at this break, most definitely I would have to assume it is the complex communist break.
That's a dumb word.
Because of the shattered, which takes the most abrupt force to do. It has to be quick, abrupt, and highly forceful to break it.
So, are you saying that this was a complex break and not a spiral fracture?
Yeah, I'm saying it's a complex break.
Okay.
So,
thank you for clarifying.
So,
because if it was a spiral fracture, I could wax profound on that for months.
I know. So, that's what that break looks like. So, we're looking at 800 and some odd pounds to break this leg. Plus, he found it on a Forest Service road. Or off a Forest Service road in a ditch. Which is other interesting. And Danny just said the skeleton was not scavenged.
First time I've seen a full skeleton more than a few days old.
Right.
Cows often graze in Forest Service land because they've got open grazing.
That's true. But we can't for sure just say, hey, a Bigfoot did that. But it sure is interesting how it was scavenged, but the bones were left. The skin was left, which is odd.
The head was inside out.
Yeah, and he said that it was almost, the hide looked like it was wring out. None of that a person would do.
Hey Danny, was the neck wrung? Did it look like the neck was wrung? Is that what you were saying?
We're waiting.
You can throw that in the chat.
Okay, there's a question.
By the way, this is my friend Michelle Brothers. She's going to see us in Anderson, California.
Is she?
Yes, she is.
Was it hit by a logging truck? More than not, because this was near Bakersfield, California, and out in the desert, there are no trees.
Yes.
So
Daniel said the neck was not wrung, but it was a
in a weird position.
Could the cow have like tripped over, like some of us do, just tripped over itself and broken its bone and fell on its neck and wrenched it and fell on the ditch?
And then made all its meat disappear and guts disappear without hurting the hide.
Aliens, man. I'm just saying, aliens.
So it's a very interesting find. It really is, and it's a puzzle. And I know the ground was probably too hard out there in the desert to find any tracks in the immediate area.
Would you stop reading the comments?
I am.
Just keep I tell you what, this guy
the
is the
too small for a logging truck. No logging trucks up there.
Okay. This is Doug from Up. Squirrel. I'm serious.
No, it's not.
You are.
I got to take in all the information.
No, you don't. I will watch the comments. How many? All right, all of you. You know, I am the watcher of the comments. Not just the deliverer of snarky, snide, and otherwise humorous remarks.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Donna says Bigfoot also travels around trails and woodline roads. Yes, he does.
Yes, he does. And power lines, by the way. I think we mentioned that the other night, but that is something that I am very familiar with, is the fact that
they follow
power lines, because power lines are actually game highways. You know, man puts them in, but the power line trails are cut through forests a lot of times, and they're away from roads and people, but they're an easy place to traverse.
Yeah. So Daniel says that it was in a ravine and on a road too small for a logging truck, and there's no logging up there anyway, which is pretty normal for that area of the country. Yeah. And Dale's giving you a hard time.
I know.
Welcome back, Dale. We missed you last week.
Yeah. So
anyway, keep talking about the bones.
So what? Let's look at our evidence. We have cow bones with no meat. We have the hide left there, rare. The head was tucked into the hide and rolled up. We have a complex compound fracture, which takes over 800 pounds of force to do, and it has to be fast and sharp for those fractures to do that. You don't just, if it's twisted, if they got caught it in a hole and tried to walk, it would be more of a stress or a fracture. I was thinking about going to that slide to show which one. It'd be more like
a green stick,
the oblique,
or the oblique.
A break would be more of a pressure.
The oblique non-displaced or the oblique displaced.
It would be displaced.
That's like that.
Yeah.
Okay. But because the complicated, no, the communist one, this one, that was like had 3 different breaks in it. It just shattered.
Right. So yeah, it broke in 3 places. It's more like the first one in this picture.
That is
here.
Just like awful.
Because if we go back to this one, you can see where it was. I can't point with this screen, but you can see where it was broken in 3 places.
Yeah. Poor cow. Well, so here's my next question for you. If Bigfoot did do this, did he do it quickly and humanely? Was this a kosher kill?
And that's a whole nother show. Bigfoot is kosher.
No, I'm assuming that. I mean, I just like, come on, nature. I'm sorry, nature is a biatch. It really is. I have every bit of respect for Mama Nature, but she can be mean. She can. I mean, it's brutal out there. So, I think Bigfoot gets in there and gets her done, and
yeah, and we've had reports. There's lots of reports out there of people seeing Bigfoot kill a deer. One was caught on tape, but it wasn't really the chase it down and break its leg thing that we get most of. Mostly people will see a Bigfoot who can outrun a deer. They can outrun a
freaking four-wheeler
I know.
side-by-side.
Yep. So they typically, from reports, they chase down the deer, they grab it, break its leg to immobilize it, and then usually suffocate it.
So before we go to our commercial break, I want to highlight Donna's comment. Wouldn't you think that if Bigfoot killed the cow, he would have dragged it off the road to consume it? Okay, here's another question.
Mm-hmm.
This is like a cultural behavioral question. Who primarily does the hunting in the Bigfoot species? Would it be the male or the female, the young or the old? Do hunters, if you are out there trying to survive, are you always going to drag your kill off the road, or sometimes you're just going to chow right down? But I think it's a fair question.
If we think that Bigfoot is intelligent, like I do, I think they would tend to, and even with this evidence, if the meat was gone but all the hide and stuff was left, I think maybe that cow was killed somewhere else. Then processed, basically had the meat ripped off it, wrapped it up in the hide, and then drug it back to the road and dropped it off. Danny said it was 100 feet off the road. Mm-hmm. So you don't keep rotting stuff in your camp. And we don't know for sure if it was consumed right there. You know,
yeah.
It may have been consumed
somewhere
somewhere else.
More than likely, they did commit the act of butchering.
Yeah.
You know, right? Like, not 6 blocks from here, there's a little butchery game
Yeah.
processing spot.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so they killed it, got the meat, and then discarded the carcass.
Mm-hmm.
Our dog is upset. There are terrorist squirrels outside.
So if you hear whining in the background, it's the dog wanting to go attack squirrels. So there's that.
Michelle drags her deer off the road.
Yeah.
Helicopter needed if it was dumped.
Yeah, because middle of nowhere, and even the bone structure of a full-size cow weighs a lot.
Yeah. All right. So I think it's time for a commercial break.
It is time for our commercial break. So
we'll be back in a minute.
Be back in 1 second if I push the right buttons. I gotta find it. Where to go?
Oh.
There we go.
Hey, honey. Are you at all worried about the future?
Little bit.
Little bit? Well, you know, I don't blame you. It's a little crazy out there. It's a fact. The best time to prepare for bad times is during good times. When you know a big storm is coming, you prepare in advance. Same goes for our future. Things seem calm right now, so it's the perfect time to prepare for the next big crisis or disaster. That's why you should stock up on emergency food from My Patriot Supply. They are America's largest preparedness company with millions of happy, well-prepared customers. Their food kits stay fresh for up to 25 years. They're an insurance policy you can eat. When you need it, it'll be there. Shop dozens of food storage kits now. Click on our affiliate link below. Their kits give you an abundance of food, totaling over 2,000 calories a day. Every family member in America needs one of these kits. You can't go wrong. Click on our affiliate link below to shop and save and get prepared for whatever comes today. Hey, we're back.
And we're back.
I just want everyone to know we just ordered another round of My Patriot Supply to add to our stores. This time I made sure we had plenty of produce on hand.
Mm-hmm.
Produce is harder and harder to find in some places these days.
So there's that.
Yep.
Yep, and hi Pappy. 2 bears in the chat.
Yes. All right. So what's next?
So what's next? Well, Donna made one point for the last thing we were just talking about was scavengers would have cleaned up and drug it off. And that is so true. I have found like dead deer and stuff and elk in the woods. And there's usually the only thing left are bones and fur. The hair is laying on the ground, not the hide with the hair on it, but just the hair.
Because they can eat the skin.
Yeah, the bugs eat the skin. So this had to have been fairly fresh and dropped there.
Yep.
So our next thing comes from Galen, who is not in the chat right now because he gets in late, but he'll be here, I imagine. We had actually coffee with him the other day.
Yes,
it was kind of fun.
We did.
And he shared with me.
I wonder, is Nicholas, his son, in the chat? Sometimes Nicholas shows up.
I don't know. Is this shot right here. Now, to give you an idea, he found a couple footprints. These are in Eastern Oregon, where we're at right now.
Hey, this is a good sized print here.
He told me exactly the spot, and you can. I had to do a little highlighting on the pictures to get it to come out a little bit clearer, but you can pretty much see the shape next to his foot there. And the other one's in mud, which you can see fairly well.
Man, I could even see the mid-tarsal break. Bam, like that.
Like that.
I know.
It was like that.
Hey, guess who identified a fake print in like 2 seconds today? Me, this person here. Wearing my awesome Aboriginal Patty shirt, which you cannot get on our website. But anyway, I got that at Ron Moorhead's booth a few years ago.
You did. Yeah, she got that from Ron Moorhead. And mine says, I don't need therapy, I just need to find Bigfoot. Okay, so.
Anyway, that wasn't a plug for anyone. We're just showing off our Bigfoot stuff.
Yeah. So, back to the picture. There we go. If we run the slide forward here, Hannah said you could see the mid-tarsal break. I can see it there. You can kind of see the heels and the toes and stuff. There's an outline to give you an idea of what that actually looks like.
Yep, the mid-tarsal break is like right dead center on that one.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah. I'm so good.
Yeah, you're so good. So, this is something you can do with pictures, and something I've learned over the years is you can add different filters to it to kind of bring out different features. That's the word I was looking for. And in this here, you can't quite see the toes, but the yellow area pretty much breaks up where the main part of the foot is. You can kind of see in the front the big toe on the lower part of the picture there where that would be. So if you get some pictures and you're not quite sure, you play around with different filters and stuff on them, because it'll show you things that you don't normally see. So this is that one I just had colorized for you. And if we take his foot, which is 8 inches long, and we put those 8-inch segments together, so this one's probably around 15 inches. Pretty standard for the Bigfoot up here in the Blue Mountains, and I can say that from experience because we have found
footprints
3,
up here.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
15, 74, 92, 112. He was doing that to me the other day.
I personally found about
Payback.
eight footprints in the last 6 years up here.
Say hi to Flat Rock Booger.
Hey, Flat Rock, how you doing? So, there's that print. And these were found in October, towards the end of hunting season, just a few months ago, up here in the Blue Mountains, just outside of Baker City in the Elkhorns. I won't give you exact locations, but
it's a big mountain range.
It's a big mountain range. But you can find, it's amazing how often people find footprints, or how often people don't even see them when they're walking by. I mean, granted, sometimes they're really faint, like this one here was, but if you keep your eyes on the ground, I mean, I hunted most of my life, and we did a lot of tracking when I was hunting. We'd track deer and elk, but my mind never grasped the idea of tracking Bigfoot. In other words, when I was looking at the ground, I was looking for deer and elk tracks, and that's what I saw.
And it's true. What you seek, you will find.
Yeah.
You won't find it if you're not looking for it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, evening, John and Christina. Thanks for popping on.
Yep. And so once I started into this whole Bigfoot chasing thing 25 years ago, I learned to look for those tracks. I got that picture in my mind when I'm out there looking, and I see a lot of stuff, and I'm like, that's not one, that's not one. And then there's sometimes I've said, that's not one, and then went back and looked at it later and said, oh, crap, it was one, you know. Mm-hmm. So I try not to discount everything. I do discount some things, but I try not to discount everything.
Okay, so what else do we have to say about this?
What I have to say about this is very interesting is the timing he found it. In the blues here, September, October, and then March, April. Those are the months we find most of the prints.
Yes.
I always check dates when people give me reports. When was this? When was this? When was this? It's very important because we use that information to track timing and locations. And I have found here in the Blue Mountains,
late spring
and
middle fall.
Yeah, just after fall is when we find the most tracks.
Yep.
In the area.
Okay. So, why don't we share with our audience
upcoming stuff?
Yeah,
it's about time.
It's about time, yes.
So, without further ado, it's kind of exciting. We have this coming up.
Yay! Lane County, we are coming for you. Anyone in Lane County, Oregon, Eugene area? You had an exciting thing today.
What?
Tell them what you did today.
What I did today?
You talked to the big radio guy.
Oh, yeah. I did a radio interview with out of Florence, I think.
Yep, out of Florence, Oregon. So this is the coming up February 4th through 6th. We will be in Eugene, Oregon at the Lane County Event Center for the Eugene Boat and Sportsman's Show. And we're just going to be there lending our, well, I think we're entertainment. But if you're close by, come see us in Eugene. And if anyone in Eugene can recommend an awesome place to eat where I can get healthy food, lots of greens, you let me know.
Okay. All right, so that's that one coming up. Actually, we have 4 more after that, all up and down the I-5.
3 more after that.
Or 3 more after that in the I-5 corridor.
And we just got a new invitation today.
Yes, we did.
Yes. Looks like.
What
was it? March 25th through 27th, we will be in Rapid City, South Dakota, our home state of record.
Yeah.
At their homeowners show or something, like a big home show. Anyway, they thought Bigfoot people would be a great draw and a great addition to what they've got going on. So, I am particularly excited about that one because, you know, we are residents of South Dakota, but we don't really know a whole lot about it, and so it'd be nice to spend some more time there and get to know the city and the area, and that's it. And then
in August, actually we're working on one in March, but
that's the one I just said.
No. Oh, one in June.
When in June?
Well, possibly we'll be in Falk, Arkansas in June. We might be there anyway.
We'll see.
We'll see. But coming up in
August
is the
Would you stop that?
is the first annual Ece Bigfoot Fest. That stands for Eastern Cryptid Encounters, by the way. They're doing their first Bigfoot Fest. It's in Morristown, Tennessee on August 27th.
It's kind of funny that for a Bigfoot Fest, we're the only Bigfoot folks.
Yeah. No, we're not, actually.
Well,
they got another one finally.
Oh, yay. So we got... Turtle Man.
Then we got the Turtle Man. There's going to be the Mountain Man from Duck Dynasty. Alex Webb from Barnwood Builders. Okay, music. We're going to have the Moron Brothers.
I am so down with the Moron Brothers. Oh my gosh.
I love their picking and yeah. And then Jeff Anderson and the Honky Tonk Revolution's going to be there.
What do you think about that motorcycle tractor thing?
Yeah, that is pretty awesome. And then
Ewok and Van Moonshiners,
and then Donnie and Teresa Moonshiners. So there's going to be lots of moonshine there. The guest speakers are the Ghost Sisters and Rick Forrest of Monsters, and Scott and Hannah from Squatch America. So,
by the way, that's not how you spell his name, but we'll forgive him this time.
Yeah. So
yes, John Turtle Man has talked about a Squatch encounter that he had as a kid.
Yep, he has.
Yep. So that's going to be fun. So if anyone back east feels like coming south to Tennessee, we will see you there. Yep. And hopefully at that time I'll be able to do some more South Carolina explorations. We'll see.
And that's August 27th.
Yep.
And then we'll be jetting back from that to...
Because on September 30th, right here in Baker City, oh my gosh, it sounds like that song from Music Man, right here in...
Yeah.
I forgot. Capital T that rhymes with P and starts with pool. Trouble, I tell you.
Okay.
River City, yes, right here. Right here in Baker City, September 30th and October 1st. We are bringing back the Blue Mountain Bigfoot Festival. And we have got some awesome people that we are lining up for that, including more than likely the She Squatchers who are looking into coming, and Shane Corson from the Olympic Project. And there was someone else.
That was your thing. Okay.
No, there was someone else that you mentioned. Tom Bennett will be doing music. Yeah, Jason Humbert.
Yeah.
Jason Kinsey.
Yeah, Jason.
The documentary guy that we had on a few months ago.
Yeah.
It is the first weekend of deer hunting, but you know what? It's a Bigfoot festival. So,
yeah.
Just saying.
Yep.
Dale, pack up your wife and come over here. We'll save you a place at the RV park.
Yep. There you go.
Donna, we are traveling to the southeast coast. Okay. We can't get everywhere every year. It's absolutely impossible. But we are looking, actually, New England for 2023 again.
Yes, we are.
Yes. So.
Yeah, we've got a bunch of stuff booked this year. And
thank God, finally.
Over in the West. I'm glad Bigfoot festivals are back and just regular festivals that
we're getting random invitations, which is awesome. And we're getting invitations to non-Bigfoot things.
Which is really good for us.
Because it broadens our audience immensely.
Yep.
Okay, so now, do you have any other awesome slides, or we were gonna put out the StreamYard link and have people hop on?
We are.
So that's not the right one. Invite. We're gonna copy this to the chat, and whoever wants to hop on can hop on.
There you go. Just have to click that link and hop on.
All right.
With your phone or whatnot.
Daniel, if you get yourself up to the Blue Mountain Bigfoot Festival at the end of September, we are planning on the day after going up to where Paul Freeman had his famous find and and caught his video footage. We are planning on having an in the woods encounter with all of our guests. So yes, we've already been there.
Yeah, we've worked that out. So probably that Sunday night after the fest, we're probably going to head up to a very squashy spot that I know of and spend the night up there. And we'll probably, if they can, we'll take Shane Corson, the She Squatchers, us, and Jason Kinsey wanted to go and film it for his documentary. By the way, his first documentary won 3 international video awards, which is kind of cool. So, and
well, Donna,
so go out and go squatching.
Yep, Donna, if you find more evidence, well, regardless of that, remember we want to do a Bigfoot festival at your place. So plan on that for next year.
Yep.
Big smile. So who's going to be the first to hop on? Come on. Somebody talk to us. Other than if you don't talk to us, we're just going to play another advertisement.
Yeah, are we? All right.
Because, hey. And by the way, folks, we only advertise things that we strongly believe in, things that we use, things that are benefiting us, which is one of the reasons why we've started putting a link to doing a different kind of shopping in our description. We now get most of our home items from delivered to our doorstep, whether they're kitchen cleaners or laundry detergent or some healthy snacks. All sorts of things are really helping us. One, I'm just going off the top of my head because no one's coming off. No one's coming into the studio. Anyway, so come into the studio if you want me to shut up. Those are your options. Anyway, we are shopping for almost everything now with it coming to our door. And what this does is, one, it keeps us out of the store looking at the empty shelves. It is helping go around the supply chain issues because the company we use stocked up at the very beginning of the pandemic with everything they could think of, and so they've got a lot of product available for thousands, millions of people, and everything that they sell is manufactured cleanly and ethically in the United States. So when we purchase it, we are not supporting. Would you stop playing things?
No.
Talk about squirrel here.
No, they don't see that.
Okay, well, don't distract me then. Anyway, so everything we purchase from them is supporting the United States economy from within the economy. We're not sending money to other multinational global
blah
blah blah blah. So anyway, click on that link. When you click on that link down there, what it'll do, it'll take you to a landing page where you can give us your name and your email and your phone number, and we will be personally connecting with you via email and telephone to tell you all about it. Okay?
Okay.
We were going to make a really nice video advertisement for that, but because no one is coming into the studio, they just had to listen to me ramble. So it's all your all's own fault.
So here, save the date. September 30th to October 2nd.
First.
Or first.
Second if
Sunday.
You want to. I know, but it's Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And Sunday. So.
He just arbitrarily extended it a day.
I did. It's my fest. I can do it. So it's in Baker City, Oregon. Come on down. We're going to have a lot of Bigfoot stuff, a lot of information, meet some of the squatching people, and like I said, for the select group of you guys and
our special guests,
we are going to take you out and show you where Paul Freeman got his film, and maybe find a Bigfoot. Maybe
it'll be in October. Good timing.
Yep, it is that.
All right,
so I can't get rid of that now. Oh, shoot. It. Okay, I am messing things up here. I can't get back to us. There we are. So many buttons.
Well, shall we play another ad? Shall I sing a song?
So, throw something in the chat if you want me to talk about it, or Hannah to talk about it, or whatever.
I'm going to be growing my own jalapenos this summer to make jalapeno poppers for Bigfoot. Hey, Joe, nice to see you. Do you want to... Oh.
What?
Joe, do you want to come into the studio with us? There's that link. There's that link. Click on the link and your beautiful face will be in the studio with our beautiful faces.
So
we could play the quiet game. See who breaks the silence first.
Yeah, no. I always lose at that.
Yes, he does not do well with awkward silences. I just stand there and...
Joe said he's eating. Oh. So, does anybody have any response to... what?
Nothing. My bad.
To Galen's find, who's not in the chat, who should be here. These lovely little footprints.
What do you want to know about trackways, Danny?
So here's the deal with trackways and finding Bigfoot tracks and whatnots to that effect. One, I can tell you a little secret that I have, and it's not a secret, but what people tend to do who are successful at finding tracks is we follow waterways a lot. Most of the tracks I have found is always near a river, near a creek, near a stream. Not a creek, but a creek. There's a difference.
Does anyone know what the difference between a creek and a creek is? Throw it in the chat.
I bet
and
Squatch
how you know that.
I bet Squatch and Cowboy knows the difference between a creek and a creek. But, yeah, Dale says it's a matter of being in the right place at the right time. That is so true. But usually near waterways is where you find most of the tracks. Because that's where the ground is soft and animals have to go drink water. So that's a have to. And where there's water, there's animals and there's footprints. Usually every time I go out squatching, when I find a creek or a creek or a river or whatever, like lakes, if I can, I'll try to walk all the way around the lake, or I will follow the creek for miles. That always helps a lot. I'm trying to think. One of my best footprint finds I found was near this marshy area, near where Freeman got his tracks.
At the watershed?
At the watershed. Well, not the water. Well, below the watershed.
Okay, let's talk about some of these things. Donna's trying to get more locals in Vermont getting stories, or she's getting a lot more locals in Vermont getting stories. She wants to bring more to the show with their stories. Okay, awesome. Sounds great. Actually, Donna, the best thing you could do with people giving you their stories is have them submit right to squatchamerica.com.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That way we got a record of it that we can.
Because the minute you get on Squatch America, there's a report form right there. So, so Danny wants to know how to increase his chances of having an encounter in a known Bigfoot area. And I believe we talked about this with Matt last week. And we've talked about it with a few guests. Mm-hmm. What's the secret to having a Bigfoot encounter?
The secret sauce is to, I would say, one...
Whoop it up.
No. Don't whoop it up. No.
Tree knock it up?
No, neither. I'll tell you what. One of the best things, and one of the things I do, and we haven't got this far yet. We've been trying for years to be able to put all our encounters up on a database on our website, and we switched website a companies, and that is a whole lot of typing, and I'm not sure how to make it work with our website yet, but
we're working
on it.
Anyway,
but if you go to like the BFRO website, I know, if you go to their website, look at your area, you can search by map area, by counties, state and counties. Look up your county or wherever the county is that you're Bigfooting in, and you can read all the reports, which is kind of interesting to do, but that's not the point. The point is to look at the report dates. The dates are important, and we talked about that just a minute ago. Look what time of year, in what county, and what area these reports are.
For instance, all right, we're in a known Bigfoot sighting area. Where Paul Freeman had his encounter is like 20, 30 miles away as the crow flies.
Mm-hmm.
If we were to go up there right now, the odds of us encountering a Bigfoot would be slim to none.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're not there right now. They're there in another 4 or 5 months.
Mm-hmm.
So, timing. Danny, I have one other thing that I have learned from this man and his weirdo friends. Here's the other thing. You gotta spend an inordinate time in the woods doing nothing. You sit, you be quiet, or you do your normal human stuff. But if you go out intentionally trying to find a Bigfoot, they're going to avoid you like the plague.
Mm-hmm.
Because they, like animals, they can sense intent. I'm sure they can smell it.
Mm-hmm. And
so you just go out and do your thing. But you got to be out there all the time. All the time.
Yeah.
So.
And Squatch and Cowboy just threw a really cool thing in there. Says, act like you're not looking for Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Which is so true.
Go out there and have your jalapeno poppers. Play your band. Joe, whatever. I'm telling you, I'm thinking the accordion.
Oh, we're back.
There we are. Had a little blip in internet there.
Okay. So anyway, what were we saying?
There was some more stuff up here.
I know. So
just go out and do your thing.
Yeah, go out and look, and don't act like you're looking for Bigfoot. One of the older Bigfooters that I first met when I was a youngin', looking for Bigfoot, he told me leave the camo at home because you're not going to hide from Bigfoot. You're not going to sneak up on Bigfoot. Just go out and do your thing. The one time I did, the one sighting that I've had in my lifetime was me walking down a trail with another guy just talking it up.
Yeah. By the way, Galen's on now.
Okay.
Say hi, Galen.
Hi, Galen.
Yeah, we already talked about you, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so Danny also wants to know if there are any implications of the fires we've had as far as deer browse, I don't know what that is, and Bigfoot, and should he be camping where the green meets the burn?
Probably not a bad idea.
Okay.
Find water.
Water. And do your thing. Just go out and enjoy nature. Be alert, be aware, but enjoy nature. So, okay, moving down. Yeah, I love what Gordon says here. Whoopers and knockers aren't needed with the big guys. Go out at night, make a campfire, cook up a pound of bacon, and just listen. I love him.
Yeah.
Gordon, okay, y'all. If you are not Facebook friends with Gordon Nemir, you need to be Facebook friends. This man is a blessing and an inspiration. Mm-hmm. Just saying. I'm sorry, he's can't help it. I adore him. Okay, so yeah, and so Danny, you've done that, and we'll continue. Time plus consistency always equals results.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got to put in the time and the consistency and keep doing the things regardless of the outcome. If you're tied up in an outcome, you're just going to get discouraged. So just keep going out there. Keep going out there. Keep going out there. Keep going out there.
I gotta say that I probably find 1 or 2 or 3 footprints a year. But I spend an inordinate time in the woods. I go out a lot. At least I used to. The last couple of years I haven't, but now I'm getting back into it. Yay. But another, like I said, time on target, that's one thing. Knowing when and where they are is another thing.
Work smart, not hard.
Yeah. And go out there and, like I said, like who said that about the frying bacon and stuff? Gordon said, yeah, just go out, go camping. A lot of times I will take trail cameras and put them way out in the woods looking back at my camp. So they have to go by them when they're coming up to sneak up and peek at me. Yeah. Kind of deal. So
yep, he does that.
That's another thing.
Okay. All right. Hey, we got 10 minutes. Time for one more advertisement.
Advertisement? What advertisement are we doing? We talked about where we're going to be.
We talked about where we're going to be. We talked about My Patriot Supply. How about we talked about briefly how to shop more smartly. How about the support app? Have you ever wondered how Bigfoot research pays for itself? I'll bet it's all those government grants that the POTUS is giving out to Bigfoot researchers, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. No, Bigfoot research doesn't pay for itself, but with your help, it can continue to go forward. And here are some ways that you can support Squatch America directly.
Number 1, YouTube. You're on our YouTube channel right now. And it helps us. It really does. If you like, subscribe, and comment, and share our videos. If you can do all 4 of those things, it takes 2 seconds. You can even go back and watch our videos. Put them on the background. Just let them run on your phone in the other room. It doesn't matter. Hit one of the playlists. And that actually helps us a lot. You'd be surprised.
And you don't have to comment just once.
No, you can comment several times.
Yes.
And secondly, you can join our page now. There's a button right below that you can click, and it says join the content, and you will get exclusive content from us that we do when we're traveling.
Another way that you can support us is by going to patreon.com/Squatch America, and you can join either one of our membership tiers, either the Squatch Americans or the Inner Circle. Inner Circle sounds like a government secret society.
It is.
Oh. Anyway, the biggest feature of having a membership on Patreon is that we have monthly live face-to-face Zoom chats with our membership. So
first Friday of every month.
Generally speaking.
Generally
speaking. Sometimes if a holiday interferes, well, we like our holidays too. But those are the biggest things. And also Patreons specifically get a sneak peek of all of the new research that is coming our way. And the final way that you can support us financially is to go to buymeacoffee.com and you can make a one-time donation, $5, to make sure that we stay in the habit that we have developed over the years of drinking coffee.
Yeah, because squatching late at night, you got to be alert.
You do. So, from YouTube support to Patreon and Buy Me a Coffee, those are the 3 ways that you can use your pocket change to make sure that Bigfoot research keeps moving forward. So
and we greatly appreciate it and love every one of you.
And anyone who buys us a coffee, we will drink in your honor.
Hey everybody, we got a special guest to introduce. Here we go.
Squatch and Cowboy is in the house tonight.
I'm going to start one of those things instead of buy me a cup of coffee, can you buy me a beer?
It's too bad they don't have a buymeabeer.com. I bet we'd get better results.
Yeah, probably.
Are y'all getting an echo?
We could be.
I got my YouTube off and stuff, so.
Okay. All right, is it gone now?
I don't know. Yeah, it's gone.
Oh yeah, that's what
I can hear it.
Okay. Hold on a sec here. We got to go in our headphones.
We got all of 5 minutes left, 4 minutes
See-
left. So
See what I cause? I come on here and cause all kinds of chaos.
Yeah, you do. There you go.
I don't know what the heck you're doing.
Put that in your face. There we go. All right, hold on. Let me switch a few things up here. It usually doesn't echo, but for some reason it is tonight. Okay.
All right, can I hear you?
Yep.
Can you hear now?
I can hear you. Awesome.
All right. So.
I still get a little echo, but it's not bad.
All right. So what do you got?
Nothing bad. Just thought I'd come on here after I got through my sandwich and
There you
tell
go.
everybody, tell Flat Rock that get ready, we're coming down.
Awesome.
Awesome. Hey, Joe, we are going to be headed your way in a little while. Yeah, I think I mentioned it to you.
Yeah.
On our way to Tennessee.
On the way to Tennessee, but we might be going a little bit earlier because apparently there is a Bigfoot Fest in March 22nd, I think it was.
No.
June. Oh, June. There's so many fests in my head. June. It's in June.
It's in Fouke, Arkansas.
In Fouke, Arkansas.
You might see me there.
Awesome.
All right.
So anyone in the Arkansas area, check it out. June.
Or northern Texas area.
Yeah, well, that's the Arkansas area.
Yes.
Fouke is Bigfoot Mecca land.
Yeah.
It's where we all go. It's where we all go to have our worship service at the Monster Mart.
Yeah.
Monday, I'm going down. Me and the wife are going down to South Texas and do well, I can't tell you what it's about, but.
Okay.
Of course you can't.
But it's going to be good. It's going to be a little bit different thing from what I've been doing. Still about Bigfoot, but a little bit different than what I've been doing. Just this once. And then Joe Parker and Pat Harrison, which I think you know is Blue Eyed Northern. Mm-hmm. We're going to go up to Oklahoma for a few days. And then it's off to Flat Rock Booger's place.
Cool.
Very awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah. So.
I got a pretty busy schedule. And thanks to these high gas prices.
Yeah.
It used to cost me, just a year and a half ago, it was costing me $42 to fill up my truck. It's now $60 to fill up my truck.
Yeah.
So
ours is over 70.
I want you to imagine what our gas bill is when we fill up our truck and have to pull a 34-foot trailer behind it, getting about 6 miles to the gallon.
Yeah.
I know. I don't know how y'all do it.
Do you know what? We take grandiose, stupid-ass leaps of faith, and we always land on our feet.
Yes. Yeah.
Scott's selling those yoga pictures online, I guess.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm planning a coffee table book with those called Yoga Misinterpreted.
Doesn't that make you mad when he sticks up for takes a picture of you doing yoga? Or you know he's doing it?
No, she never knows I do it. She's always has her eyes closed, and I'll sneak in there and do it.
All right. It is now the top of the hour.
No, it's not.
It is the top. Okay, we got 20 seconds.
We got some time.
I got out here just in time. I got home late from the grandkids stuff, and I just fixed me a sandwich, and I come on here. I see it says, "Oh, it's already on." So, and then Flat Rock Booger says, "My fans are waiting."
You know what? Honestly, we've been noticing that we love the cross the cross contact that we're having with other Bigfooters and their audiences. And honestly, I think we just need more of that. Let's just throw everyone into the mix, right, Bigfoot Anon?
Yes. Connor's
Yep.
great guy, man. I love him to death, Mace.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I got to meet him at the Squatch out in Tennessee and had a few beers with him, and we ate ribeyes, and that was just a great time.
Oh my gosh!
Did you see we're going to be in Tennessee in August?
I seen something back. What are y'all doing up there?
They've got a first Bigfoot festival
it's
in Morristown.
Here, I can let me throw this.
There
up
you go.
There you go. It's in Morristown, Tennessee, and it's the first annual Eastern Cryptid Encounters. The Turtle Man's going to be there with us, and the Mountain Man from Duck Dynasty.
Do you think you'll be able to grow your beard out by that time?
And
he's working on it.
I'm working on it, yeah. And then they got the...
Look at all those glorious beards they have.
I know. I was looking at all these beards. Okay.
I like the Moran brothers. The guy has two. One coming off of each side.
Yeah.
They're good. They play some good music, too.
They do.
Funny,
They do. They are. And then they've got the Jefferson Anderson and the Honky Tonk Revolution.
Cannot wait to hear that.
And they got a couple different moonshiners going to be there. And I saw in the chat, Renee. Yes, we will bring you some moonshine.
We've got some moonshine on board. What are you talking about?
I keep moonshine on board. Yeah, so
it's Bigfoot moonshine. Seriously, Bigfoot.
You should be putting that in your coffee.
Yeah, I should. Yep.
You know what, Joe? I am honestly. He'll tell you. I am the biggest lightweight you have ever met in your life. You do not. You just don't want me to go there.
Yeah,
He's had to carry me home a couple times after not very much.
Oh, well, I've been through that same thing. My wife used to carry me home.
Yep.
In the back of the truck.
Yeah.
That was my younger days, though. I'm not like that anymore.
Yeah, I had one in my younger days where I was leaving a place and I wanted to drive home and I couldn't find my keys and I had to call my wife and she came down and took my keys off the hood of my car.
That was not me.
That was took the keys off the hood of my car and said, "Here you go." Oh my gosh.
That was.
Hey, how's the weather up there where y'all are at? You're still in Oregon. You're in Oregon right now, right?
Yeah, we're in Oregon. We've been getting little skiffs of snow. It hasn't been. The snow's been kind of going away.
It's just cold.
Yeah. We had a high of 18 degrees today. That was the high. So.
Well, anyway.
So yeah, when we get down to Texas, we're all going to have to get together and go squatching.
Yeah, we will.
Find a spot.
Nacogdoches. I've not been. I want to go.
We can do it.
I don't know where you're generally located. Where you go?
I'm just south of Lake Tawakoni.
See, here, that's where we camp.
That's where we camp. Is at Lake Tawakoni when we go down there. So
that is the best place. Emory. We would live in Emory tomorrow if the right opportunity presented itself.
My brother-in-law lives at Lake Fork. He got some land on Lake Fork down there. So.
Oh, cool.
If you find out about some reasonably priced land in Emory, you let me know, because
not now.
Not now.
There's no reasonably priced land anywhere.
That's why I qualified that with reasonably priced. I mean, I think we might trade in our South Dakota licenses for Texas licenses if we lived in Emory.
Yeah. So
Emory's a cool place. I love Emory.
Yep. Where else can you buy PVC pipe and a couch cushion in the same store? And Gucci bag and some makeup.
And they got a
great coffee shop. I mean, we got everything we need.
They got a great cowboy bar there.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Loved it. Okay.
I go through Emory every time I go to Oklahoma.
Oh, okay. There you go. Yeah, Dale said it was -18 in Maine this morning.
We don't miss that at all. Actually, we had our share of sub-zero weather about a month ago.
Yeah.
So done with
If
that.
it gets that cold down here, we go into hibernation. We don't come out. If it gets below 45, I'm freezing.
Yeah,
I get out long johns and.
Yeah, we were in.
We were in Houston last year for the big snowpocalypse.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, it wasn't Houston. It was.
Yes, it was. It was the Houston area.
Yeah, it's north of there. I'm trying to remember the.
Conroe.
Conroe. Willis, Conroe. Yeah.
Yeah, Willis.
Okay,
That's where.
so Willis has the best restaurant on the planet. Bubba T's Cajun Kitchen.
Yeah. I used to stay at when I was driving on the road. I used to stay at the Best Western there and eat over there all the time.
Yeah.
Almost
Good
lost my
food.
resolve. Almost lost my resolve to stay healthy there.
Yeah.
It's not hard to do down here in Texas, though.
No.
All the good food they got down here.
No.
And you always talk about them jalapeno poppers. I'm like, we should show
I do make the best jalapeno poppers on the planet. Let me tell you. 'Cause-
Bacon wrapped jalapeno poppers.
Well, that's why you got to do it.
Well, and here's the thing: I don't waste my time with breading because breading is just a waste. It's
Right.
just you just want all jalapeno, all cheese, all bacon. So anyway,
When you get down here to Twaukene, you have to fix me some.
I will. And I can do sausage stuffed jalapeno poppers and everything.
Ooh, that sounds good.
I know. Yep. See, I'm a foodie. I'm a healthy foodie, but I will be the one to teach you that you can eat healthy and drool at the same time.
If you see this belly right here, if you can see that belly right there, you know I'm a big foodie.
I can help you with that, bro.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
I'll let y'all go, man. I just want to stop
Okay.
and say hi to everybody.
All right.
So
Well,
see
thank
now
you.
this is anytime we announce we're going to have an audience participation night like tonight, this is what you get to do. Just jump on and chew the fat.
Yep. There we go. Sounds great.
Ooh, venison
I'm Papa
poppers.
Craig, Pappy Two Bears, Flat Rock, Bigfoot, Connor, all the rest of them, man. Just
Yeah.
Dale, Galen. Yeah. We
And
got 'em all.
Michelle, if you want to bring me some venison in Anderson, I will make venison poppers for
There
you.
you go. Okay.
all right, man. We'll see y'all later.
Bye,
All right.
Joe.
Bye, Joe.
Bye.
All
that
right.
was fun.
That was fun. All right, guys, it's time.
It is time.
It's overtime, but
It
it's
is.
time.
We have a new catchphrase too, but first.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do. Well, not that. Play that. Show that. Remember, our job is to investigate the unexplained.
Not to explain the uninvestigated.
So until next week, you keep watching.
And keep on squatching?
You keep watching, keep on squatching, and
What?
Do we
Go
want
find Bigfoot!
yes! Bye.
Gosh, you confusing me. All right, bye.